is that a real gun? Yes. So why'd you bring it in?
That's awesome.
Okay, guys, so remember, when someone's giving a presentation, what should you be doing? Talking or listening? Listening, okay? All right, go ahead, anytime you're ready.
Okay. Aim at a high mark and you will hit it. No, not the first time, not the second time, and maybe not even the third. But just keep aiming and just keep shooting, and finally, you will hit the bullseye of success. I've used that quote many times throughout my life, and I think it sums up my life in one word: perseverance. You'll see what I mean when I talk a little bit about my early life, fame, and legacy. You see, my family were Quakers, and we lived in western Ohio. I was one of 8 children, and when my father died when I was age 5, and that was a tragic blow. That was a tragic blow. I took it upon myself to supply all the food and money for the family, So I began hunting and trapping at age 9. The extra game I shot, I sold to a local store owner who liked my meat because I shot it clean through the head. Back then, people would shoot all over the place, and you had to pick buckshot out of your food. But I shot mine clean through the head, and people liked that. And one day I was invited to a shooting competition where I was up against a famous trick shooter named Frank Butler. I won the competition, but Frank likes to say he won my heart. A little later we married, and that changed my life. Frank had a gun show that he later put me in the lead of. My most famous trick was when I would take a playing card and throw it in the air and shoot it, and then shoot it the slim side, and then 7 more times before it fell. We traveled all over the world together. I went to England and performed for Queen Victoria at her Jubilee celebration. I went to Germany and shot a cigarette out of Prince Wilhelm's mouth. I was pretty scared of that one. But I never forgot my roots. I always made sure I donated to children's charities and made sure children and orphans had a front row seat in all my shows, with plenty of popcorn, ice cream, and cold drinks to fill them up. I also taught women's shooting classes, where my goal was to make sure women were as comfortable with handling a gun as they were with handling a baby. I taught over 15,000 women how to shoot. And I couldn't have done all of this without perseverance. Who am I?